I'm Tristan Winder in the News 2 streaming studio at the Morning Pulse here on this Memorial Day Monday. That's May 26th, 2025. Thank you for joining us. One woman is dead and another remains hospitalized following a house fire Sunday morning in the Nebraska Panhandle. According to a press release issued Sunday from the Scottsbluff Police Department, emergency crews were dispatched around 819 Mountain to report a structure fire in the 400 block of West Overland Drive. Scottsbluff police arrived to find 3 people outside the home near the rear entry where flames were coming from inside. The occupants had injuries and officers requested emergency medical help. Scottsbluff Fire Department arrived shortly after and extinguished the fire. Both injured individuals were taken to Regional West Medical Center for treatment. One of the victims, Sandra Hengen, 75 years old, later died from injuries. The second individual does remain hospitalized. Investigators determined the fire was caused by an accidental ignition of a medical oxygen supply. Damage to the home is estimated at around $30,000. In other news out west, Kenneth Johnson of Big Springs, Nebraska has been charged with a 3-count indictment. Count 1 charges stem from the distribution of 50 grams of methamphetamine on July 10, 2023. The second, also 50 grams of methamphetamine being distributed on July 14, 2023. And then the third is for being a felon in possession of a firearm. There's definitely a lot of moving pieces with this sentence, including potential 15 years imprisonment, large amounts of fine, and related charges as well. Full details can be found on the News 2 app. Now out east, the Douglas County Sheriff's Office has identified the deputy involved in a deadly shooting in Omaha from last week. Sergeant Jesse Ronk volunteered to be interviewed by investigators yesterday. He's a supervisor with the Special Operations Group and is a 12-year veteran of the department. The shooting happened in North Omaha last Thursday morning and claimed the life of a 19-year-old. Ronk is on administrative leave while the independent investigation continues. Investigators are still looking for additional witnesses in the case as well. Stick with us for details and further developments. The Nebraska Game and Parks Commission is conducting special enforcement and alcohol consumptions on their parks and wildlife areas, as they say authorities will focus on reducing the potential for alcohol-related boat and vehicle crashes. The effort runs through the end of August and officially kicked off into high gear this past weekend. And lastly, in other Memorial Day news, a Memorial Day weekend, gas prices are holding steady for the Memorial Day holiday as tens of millions of Americans hit the road. As of yesterday, the average cost for a gallon of regular unleaded in the United States was $3.18, according to AAA. That's the lowest over Memorial Day weekend since 2021. Gas prices are also sharply lower compared with this time last year as well, when the national average was roughly $3.59. and far lower than 2022 when the average was $4.60. More Americans are expected to be on the road over Memorial Day weekend, with AAA estimating nearly 40 million people driving for Memorial Day 2025. Rounding out the Morning Pulse with a check of the 7-day forecast. 56 the high today. It has been a gloomy and a little chilly, honestly, Memorial Day weekend. That, of course, continues into this Memorial Day holiday. Temperatures tomorrow are set to be a little bit warmer, but can't rule out chances of potential storm activity, not just today and tomorrow, but also Wednesday. Warming up and more sunshine on the horizon on the backside of the work week, and that includes warm temperatures, seasonally warm temperatures, and more summer-like conditions as well into this upcoming weekend.